It's Tuesday the 6th of June 2023. I've come up to the lakes again and I'm parking on the Honister Slate Mine car park, National Trust car park. And after the last few days of brilliant sunshine, it's a really chilly morning this morning, and the clag is down. Pretty disappointing at the moment. But the idea today is to get up to Great Gable. And as I said, it's a rather disappointing morning this morning. The cloud is supposed to burn off, but at what time, goodness only knows. The idea today is to make my way up to and on to Green Gable, then up off to Great Gable, come back down the same way up again over Green Gable, and then go to Brandreth and Green Knots. I've just come about 50-60 yards away from the Slate Mine buildings. There's a donation box for Keswick Cockermouth Mountain Rescue Team, and I'm going to just leave the path I'm on now, following this sign here to Great Gable and Haystacks. These here are the remnants of the old drum house. And I've got to turn left shortly and start making my way up. That's looking back down the old tramway that I've come up. And this would probably be a very nice view out across here, were it not for the mist. So I guess I'm going to be making quite a few stops just to see if I can get up there when the mist finally does lift. This is the Moses Trod path that I'm on now, and for a path that is so obvious, there have been cairns like this for the every 10 or 15 yards on the way up, and really I can't see any point in having them so close together. Can hardly see the point in having them at all. As I said, the path is so clear, but at least they're a guide, I suppose. Still following these cairns alongside the path. So I guess where the path becomes a little less obvious, they do help navigation. There's the first view of the beast that is Great Gable, and the view off behind me at the moment. And then looking down to Bottomere and Crummockwater. That's looking back up to Brandreth and the sun is out now and there's a lot more blue sky. So I shall just drop down a little now and then head up onto Green Gable. And there's one of the little tarns that there are here at Gillicombe Head. There's another little tarn over there. And the reason I've got this silly scarf on is because despite the fact that I took so much time getting ready so the fog would mist would lift, I forgot to bring my hat with me. So here we go. And to be fair, the climb up so far hasn't been too steep. It's been rough on the foot, much rougher than this section here. So we'll see how we go getting up here. And a simply beautiful view. There's the beast. But that looks a pretty formidable climb up there. So I'll get to the bottom, have a banana, I think, and then set off up. Have a few minutes down there before I actually start my way up. Here I am, watching the top of Great Gable, and that was one tough climb up there. What a view. That's looking back the way I've come. Absolutely beautiful. There's the summit over there, and I'm just walking down away from the summit down to what many people consider the best view from Great Gable, down to the top of Westmoreland Crags and looking down to Wasdale. So I'll have a look at the views like from over there. Seems to be a flat boulder over here I can sit on and have some lunch perhaps. Oh wow. There you go. The view down into Wasdale. So let's have some lunch here. Well, this is going to be one of the best summits I've ever been on. The views are absolutely tremendous. So I'm going to make my way back to the summit now and then drop down up and over Green Gable again onto Brandreth and Greenock. Right, I'm leaving the summit of Great Gable now. I'm going to make my way down the same way I came up. So I'll put the camera away, I think, for safety's sake. And see if I can get down in one piece. And yeah, more cairns leading up to the summit here. But these are pretty useful because there is no real obvious path along here. So they've come in handy, making my way up to the top. I just had to get the camera out to film. That's the way I've been up and come down again, and that's not the half of it. But I'm nearing the bottom now, and when I get to the bottom I'll go back up onto Green Gable and across to Brandreth. But that's been a tough way down. It's a lovely view down to the right there, and I'm just making my way back down to Gillicombe Head and the Torrens down there, and then I'll break off and go up to Brandreth. And here I am approaching the summit of Brandreth, or at least I think it is. According to the guide writer Mark Richards, the summit is by the isolated stakes. Oh, there are 3 stakes here, metal ones at least. There's a summit off over there, and there's a little peak over there, so I don't know. Might head off over to this one after and see if that's the one. Here we are at the first of the other 2 little summits. That's looking back up to Green Gable, the way I've come down. Great Gable, of course. So the next one I'll have to go to is a little further over here, and then I'm making my way to Grey Knots. Actually, now I've come to this one, the one I was at originally with the 3 or 4 stakes, looks higher. Oh well, off to Grey Knots. Have to pick the path up again. I think it's just across here. That's the way I've made my way across, and I'm just sitting below Grey Knots summit now. And there, I presume, is the summit outcrop. Again, according to guide writer Mark Richards, there is another top over here, which could be the summit as well. So I'm going to go over there, see if I can get over the fence to get up onto there. So this is the full 360 view from this position on Grey Knots, looking back to Great Gable and starting with that. That's the other little summit across there. I was chatting to 3 lads over there. Buttermere, Fleetwith Pike. An all-round excellent view from another modest little summit, really. So I think when I finished here I'll have to make my way back to the little bit of the fence that I climbed over to get up here, and then drop down right down to the path up to Great Gable from Honister. Alright, time to make my way back down now. I'll get back to the fence as I said, jump over that, and then just go below the other little summit I was on. Well, I've dropped down from the top now and I haven't found a sign of the path anywhere. I think I may just have found one off to the left down here in the bottom, so I might just contour my way across there. But I'm certainly heading in the right direction for the way down to the path up from Honister. So yeah, I'll just drop down here and then get off left and see if I can pick a path up over there. Well, I don't know whether this is a path or an old sheep trod, but certainly signs of a path here, so I'll make my way down. And what a lovely view. These were the views I wasn't getting this morning when I set off. Yeah, this is definitely a path. It's not a sheep trod, and it's brought me right down to the path on the Moses trod. So yeah, I did eventually find a path after making my own way down. Right, it's 3:30, so it's a couple of miles up to Fleetwith Pike and back, just over perhaps. So if I can do that in an hour, just over perhaps, that might be okay, so I'll give it a go. This is the main track up from the mine, I think. I'll go on this for some distance and then cut off right. And here I am at last, approaching the summit of Fleetwith Pike. I didn't know whether I was going to get this one in today or not, but as it happens I've managed it. And we'll see a beautiful view down over Buttermere and Crump Water in a minute. This is an absolutely stunning view from up here, looking down on Buttermere and Crummock Water. And a tidy drop down as well if you're going that way. I'll be going back the way I came. So I'm making my way back down now from Fleetwith Pike. I'm trying to find a slightly different way back than the one I came up on, but we shall see. Some of the old quarry buildings up here. The old tramway that I came out on is over there. You may be able to see some people walking down it. And I'm going to carry on down the mine road, make my way back. Hiya. Oh. I'm on the last stretch of the mine road now, and it's been a pretty steep drop down. But I've had some decent views along the way. I'm now overlooking the Honister Slate mine itself. This is just off to the side of the track. Honister Slate mine opened by the Duke of Edinburgh, August 2001, I think it says. Perhaps I'm wrong. And again, decent views. Really rugged country around here. There's another little marker just off the path here. Let's have a quick look what that is. Oh, it's the Rudyard Kipling quote, "If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs." And once again, it's been a thoroughly enjoyable walk. Beautiful weather again, no complaints after a somewhat misty start. And there's been quite a few people out as well, and I've had a chat with a good few people today. Yes, it's been very nice having some conversations with fellow walkers. I'll just go over to the car park and have a quick look down the Honister Pass. Very neat. There you go, that's the view down the Honister Pass heading for Buttermere. And that's looking back up to where I came down the mine road. Yeah, guardians of the Honister Pass. The youth hostel. I don't know whether this one will pick it out on its camera, but there's a fence there which goes up onto the top of Grey Knot. That's the steep way up.